Single wives, are you ready? It's just let's do it. The game is played is this, but you just wait your turn. The wait is over, the wait is over. The wait is over, the wait is over. The wait is over, the wait is over. The wait is over, the wait is over.
Happy Tuesday and welcome to Real Single Wives TV. I'm R.E.A.L.
And I'm V.
And I'm Brittany.
And we are the Single Wives. Single women preparing to become wives. We are all about self-awareness, self-empowerment, education, and preparing to become wives. Some updates from the SingleWivesClub.com. We are definitely looking for all of you fashionistas out there.
Yes.
If you want to be a part of the Dream Team, we have a summer internship opportunity. For details, you can email us related work history. Even if you don't have work history, if you've taken classes, if you have any experience, if you've been blogging, if you're fashionable, if you're a natural fashionista, send us your information to work, that's W-E-R-K, at thesinglewivesclub.com.
Word.
That's so cute.
Work.
We feel that here, you know.
And so we had a wonderful brunch at Buckhead Bottle
We
Bar.
did.
And if you
So
weren't
great.
there, I just don't know what you were
Where
doing
were
with
you?
your life. I'm sure it was
We
sad
don't
because
know.
we had a great time
Great.
on Sunday. And it was bottomless mimosas. And
We tried to get to the bottom.
conversation.
We
definitely
never
tried
found
to
the
get
bottom.
to the bottom.
That's a good thing.
We always
never
get
found
to
You
the
don't
bottom.
want to find the bottom.
But we have another brunch coming up. So if you can't get to your mother's for Mother's Day, then you could come hang out with us on Sunday, May 11th from 12 to 7. And if you want to get bottomless mimosas, you have to register online at thesinglewivesclub.com before the event, or else you go get there and be sad because you're
Don't
going to
be
have a
mad.
mimosa,
We
but it
warned
ain't going to
you.
be bottomless. So, yeah.
All right, y'all, we do have another great thing that's coming up as well. That'll be Saturday, May 31st. That's the week after Memorial Day. We have our first annual swap and shop, and it's going to be located at the Taylor Bronner Hall in Smyrna. So, ladies, I know you all love to thrift and you all love to be fabulous. This is the place where you want to be. For our vendor spaces, we have $50 for used items, and for new items, and $25 for used. So make sure you guys find out more information at our website, thesinglewivesclub.com.
And this event is for you ladies who have some clothes that you want to get rid of. You don't want to go get robbed at Plato's Closet.
Right.
I keep saying this over and over again. I have been offended so many times.
Man.
Taking my designer shoes
And I have
and
good
my
stuff.
clothes, good quality stuff to Plato's Closet, and they give me like $3. I mean, I get like $12 for 27
And you got
items.
robbed?
It's ridiculous.
Can you
yeah.
say rob again?
So, rob.
Okay.
Rob.
Don't get robbed at Plato's Closet.
No.
Join us. That is Saturday, May 31st. And you can find out details at thesinglewivesclub.com. So,
Oh, Lord.
we could not possibly have this Atlanta-based show without talking about all of this ATL drama. I am so sick and tired. I don't know about y'all, but I'm so sick and tired of the representation
Oh, yeah.
that is broadcast to the world of
Yeah,
Atlanta
that
women.
people from other places call and ask you about.
And they're, yeah,
Right.
like,
Like, is that like that? Are y'all like that? No.
We're not. We're not like that.
Disclaimer,
All
first and
Atlanta women
foremost.
are not into drama. They're not fighting each
Right.
other. We're not doing all that craziness. But it's entertaining, so we have to talk about it.
Right.
So, Al, let's see that first picture. Our first Talk Tuesday topic. Y'all know. I bet you could guess.
Emoji face. Did you see my emoji
Mimi
face?
and Nico.
'Cause that's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, like, I actually, before the sex tape came out,
What?
What?
They were your favorite couple?
No.
They were
Or nah.
They were
Are we
heroes,
gonna
or-
are we gonna address the fact that, like, wasn't he supposed to be like gay or like part-time or something?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I mean, anyway.
Or how are you part-time gay?
I mean, you know how they be
Bi,
trying to
maybe
be
he's
part-time.
bi. I don't know.
The men be trying to be like on the down low. So they're not full
but
time.
if we know about it, or if you heard about it, then it's not on the down low. It's on the up high.
Hello. Ooh.
Okay, but
I don't know. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. I don't really know.
For those of you who don't know, two of the characters, and I'm calling them characters because
they are. They're characters.
Two of the characters from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Nico and Mimi Foss, just released and sold their sex tape.
They're porno. That was a porno. A sex tape is like a homemade thing.
Yeah, it was definitely like staged. They were
what?
acting.
Oh, yeah.
It was a
Home
production.
Depot has sold out of
Yeah.
shower rods.
That's what they say. But Mimi got hers from Bed Bath & Beyond. That's what I heard.
Yeah, and apparently like Home
According
Depot
to the
and
meme on
Lowe's are like
Instagram.
selling out of the.
Yeah.
They're calling it the Mimi strength.
Right. Mimi
shower
strong.
rods.
Are you serious?
Mimi
I missed
strong.
that one.
Definitely.
Yeah. Hashtag it. See what you can find.
What's our next topic? What's our next topic? We're done with you, Mimi.
I'm speechless.
Next.
I don't have anything more to say.
Oh wait, that's more Mimi and
That's more
and-
Mimi. We're
and
done
gay
with
face
that.
Nico.
We're done with that.
All right.
More wonderful women
Representing Atlanta.
of Atlanta.
Yeah.
What you got to say? Tell us. These are the topics that Brittany wanted to
These
share
y'all
with you all.
I give the
Let's
people
go.
what they want. Okay, so of course everybody tuned in last Sunday to watch Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion show where Portia dragged Kenya across the floor. And first and foremost, I'm not gonna put shade on it. I watch Real Housewives of Atlanta every Sunday religiously. It's my release.
That is not the single wife life.
It's not the single wife life, but you know what? You need that.
That's your entertainment.
Right.
That's fine. It's your
Entertainment. You're
ratchet.
right. You're right. But I mean, throughout the season, for someone that's watched the season, Kenya has provoked every single person on that show, especially Portia. She has literally targeted Portia. And on the show, she had a scepter. She had a freaking a blowhorn. She didn't even have the batteries.
I saw the preview with the blowhorn.
She had to put batteries in the blowhorn on the set, so she can get across the thing. She had it coming, and I'm so happy that Portia went there. I mean, now granted,
she got drugged.
I mean,
but
I don't
did she
support
really?
that.
I didn't watch it, but did she really? Because I
Let me
read
tell
the
you.
blogs and they said that it
That
was some hair pulling,
that hair was
but nobody. It was
wrapped
nothing.
around.
Yeah, but if you really want to hurt someone, are you really? I mean, I don't know. Is
I mean,
it for the cameras? Was it
age, you shouldn't be
genuine?
putting your hands on anybody.
That is true, but I mean, also that there comes a time like, where do you cross the line? Like, where do you stop
the
it and
line
say?
was stepped over.
Of course, but this girl literally was antagonized and provoked like the entire season, especially on the show.
Yeah, but she also was
poked
extremely spineless. Like, Kenya doesn't do that to anyone else and get away with it. You know, people only
She
do
does
what
it to
you allow
everyone.
them
No,
to
she
do.
does. She does it to everybody.
But they
I don't think everybody
take it the
just.
same way.
And see, the thing is, this is what the blogs tell you. Whatever Portia feels as if she's like Atlanta royalty because her grandfather is, Jose Williams. Whether that can be argued or not,
But what about,
It can be argued.
But where's the Underground
But-
Railroad she was looking
What,
for?
you mean the driver,
right.
the train driver?
The stop. Where did they stop to let
I mean,
people off? Yeah. I think that she
like
kind of
murder.
set herself up for a lot of it, but I
She
do
did.
think that, grow up. Like, we're too old to be fist fighting in the streets. We're supposed to be examples. We're supposed to be wives, whatever their characters are
Or
supposed to
fist
be
fighting
playing,
while
but-
working. Like, weren't they
Yeah.
all still at work?
Yeah, they were. But I mean, she literally was
What?
provoked. She was poked in the face with the scepter.
With the scepter. I didn't see the scepter.
She had
But
the,
I feel like both of these are examples of what people are willing to do for money. You're willing to get on these shows, sell your soul to the devil for a couple dollars, and how far is too far? Like, where do you draw the line? Where do you
Well,
say
with these
I have
two
too much
incidents,
integrity?
we don't really have any lines.
There are
Like,
no
we
lines.
can't.
I mean,
I don't know.
All
what do
right,
y'all think? Y'all aren't commenting? Come
We're
on.
going to take a
Yeah.
quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Real Single Wives TV. Stick around.
Single Wives Wear is a lifestyle brand. Fashionable, flirty, and fun. Show the world you're setting standards for men instead of settling for boys. Shop our affordable, exclusive collection online at thesinglewivesclub.com.
I know we ended our last conversation awkwardly, but your mother and I have been talking, and we want you to come home.
I'm a free man. I go anywhere I want now and trade.
You're not a free man. You're a baby. Babies can't be out there on... I could get arrested.
Man. Anyway,
And you're unsupervised.
make trades anywhere I want now.
No, you can't.
Anywhere I want.
No, you can't.
Look at this. I just bought stock. Right on my BlackBerry.
Okay. Stop it. Just stop. You see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You want to play little games, little baby games. I don't want to play baby games. You need to grow up.
Check it. I'm a free man.
Look, this isn't easy for me to say to you.
Hang on, let me grab this real quick. Oh, what's up, girl? That's terrible, man.
So disrespectful.
Anyway,
Are you done yet?
hey, girl, can I hit you back?
Okay, so what I was trying to say was that maybe you...
Wait, hang on, get an email. Oh, you're a bad girl. Man.
Oh, I see. You're dating now.
Anyway,
And who are some of these girls that you're dating?
Brittany, Brenda, Bonnie, Saniqua.
Shaniqua? You mean from down the block?
No big deal.
Wow. It's pretty hot.
So the pleasure side is sorted, but
Let me tell you something.
man,
You get your butt in that stroller and you...
God, relentless. Hang on a sec. Hey, girl, can I hit you back?
New E-Trade Mobile Pro. Trade stocks, get streaming quotes anytime, anywhere. There are 1,000 new accounts a day at E-Trade.
Welcome back to Real Single Wives TV. We are joined here with our special guest for the evening. Happy husband, proud father, DJ Fadelf. And professionally, you also have a lot going on. I know we kept broadcasting happy husband because we're just so happy to have a happy husband. We always got the wives, but we always appreciate the men.
So am I the first husband?
You are the first husband, yes. And I met DJ Fadelf. We did that show a couple weeks ago, the Charbase show, and I appreciated all of your responses were always not your typical, the man should do this, the man should do that. You talked a lot about reciprocating for your wife. And so that's one of the things we're going to talk about tonight. But your wife...
You were beefing with me the whole time.
I was beefing with you a little bit. I had to hold it down for the single ladies. It was a heavy cross to bear.
With this face he got on.
Listen, he was representing for the husband. I was representing for the single ladies. So
I was representing for the truth.
Oh. What was I? So what
Wait a
was I
minute.
representing
Yeah,
for?
so what was I representing for?
I had no side.
Okay.
I had no side.
Keeping it real. As we always do with Real Single Wives TV. So tell us, your wife is she's no stranger to entertainment because you're in the entertainment industry. Obviously, you're a DJ, you're a songwriter. Your wife is?
My wife is Egypt Sherrod from HGTV.
Okay, so she's also in the business. How has that affected your relationship, or did it affect your relationship in a good way or in a bad way?
What do you mean, both of us being in entertainment?
Right.
It hasn't affected it at all because, and that's actually why we work, because of our personalities. We're both Scorpios, by the way. We don't take it home with us, you know. She's always said, I've always said, so it makes it kind of strange for us to be together that we didn't want to be with anyone in the industry.
That's funny.
So it's the fact that we ended up together is just beyond me. But it works because once I leave here, it's over.
You turn it off.
I turn it off. We turn it off. She always says, what she always says? She goes, this is what I do. It's not who I am.
Right.
You know? So that's why it works for us.
So that is a very good point. And this wasn't my next question, but now that you say you know how to turn it off, that is one thing that we always talk about is independent business women being able to turn off that bossiness when they get home. How would you say, or what's some tips you could share with us for how you can kind of, leave that at the door and become who you need to be for it to work at home?
Just in general?
In general. How do you do it? How does she do it? How do y'all drop it at the door?
I don't think there's an actual way to do it. It's something that just has to be within you.
Okay.
And if it's not in you, it's something that you have to learn. You have to surround yourself with people that do it. Because there's no book, there's no format to it. And the reason why I said it because it's just me. Because I'm around a lot of people that I know for a fact don't know how to turn it off. Like literally, because
so
that's
are you
all
learning
they
from them
know.
what not to do?
I take that definitely.
Okay.
I look at failure as a plus of what not to do. Like, hey, okay, but no, I've always felt like I've had an old soul. So certain things like that, it came naturally. And when you try to do good too good, people are like, oh, this. See what he gonna do. He just doing that for the TVs, or he doing that for this person. But it was always me. I mean, we have our flaws, meaning my wife and I, and just people in general. But again, we just learn from the mistakes. But to answer your question, there's nothing I can tell anyone. It's just something that, matter of fact, just in life in general, the small things we take for granted. Just follow those rules. You know better, just do better.
Absolutely.
It's really simple. We make life a lot more complicated than it really is.
So when you met your wife, did you know, like, oh my God, this is the one? Were y'all friends at first? Was it that instant, like, love at first sight? How'd it go? Is that real? Man,
it's a long story. At that point, yes, it was, and it was a love story. I'm gonna try to make it real short because we met in 3 different points, and it was a 6-month span. We met, another 6 months, met, another 6 months, met. But at one point, I think the second 6 months, I was like, all right. Because at the time, we were both in New York, and she was on a radio station, Power 105, out there. And I was just like, unbeknownst to her, I'm listening to the radio station every Saturday because she was on weekends at the time. I'm like, I got to find out where the hell she's going to be at. But no, we met at a venue in New York. She was hosting with Power 105. And I happened to be there with another young lady that I just was not dating. I just went for some drinks.
That sounds like a date.
Totally different, trust me. Anyway, she was in VIP, and my manager at the time was there, you know, because I still was in the business. And I swear to you, it was like the light was only shining on her. And I'm like, yo, who is that? Because I didn't realize she had just got off stage. And I'm like, I got to get behind this rope. But the security guards, like,
they not playing with
so
you.
now, you know, when you go somewhere, it's easier to get in when you by yourself.
Right.
So I'm there, I'm finagling, I'm talking to them. I'm like, listen, my manager's up there. I got to get up there. So I'm in there. I'm looking. I'm searching for this girl. And she just happens to come out the bathroom as I'm going up. And I'm like, I'm seeing someone else. I give it a whole little spill. I'm like, let me get your information, you know? She's like, no, but I'll take yours. And I'm like, nah, never mind. That's like the easy brush off, fellas. Right. Like, give me yours, because I'm not going to call you anyway.
Right. That's true. Yeah.
But,
you ain't never lied.
So you know, me, I'm just a music guy. I gave her one of my group CDs, and she took trying to give me music.
Right, yeah. I can see that. No.
So sped it up another 6 months later. My group and I went on a Puerto Rican Day Parade float. The group, by the way, is Prodigy and B. They did the record Maria with Carlos Santana and a couple other joints. So at that time, we're doing Maria, preparing for it. Unbeknownst to me now, she had already passed the float 4 or 5 times trying to get my attention. Because she didn't realize I was the same guy from that night. So her third walk by, I'm telling my cousin, because he's in the group, lead singer. I'm like, oh, that's EJ right there. He's like, I don't care about her. I'm like, I'm going. So I jump off, run to her, but she's with her friend. She goes, girlfriend.
She wasn't having drinks at the parade with the guy.
It wasn't a guy. She was with her girlfriend.
Okay. I'm just trying to keep up with the story.
All these
So I jumped down, and I don't, you know, I say, do you remember me? She's like, I didn't have a shirt on at the time either, so she's like, shit, I know you look that good.
I would have gave you my number.
Exactly. So I'm like, did I look good? Ugly the first time? Like, what was going on? But because her friend was there, I was like, I'm not getting shut down in front of her friend. So I didn't go in. 6 months later.
Oh, the 6 months thing.
She's DJing, hosting a club called Octagon in New York. And my cousin calls me and says, so-and-so is DJing and I'm going to meet with Egypt, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, tonight's the night. I'm coming with you. Let's get it going. So that's a long night too. But at the end of the night, she comes behind me. I grab her. And I'm like looking dead in the face. I'm like, do you remember me? She goes, yeah, I do. Puerto Rican Day Parade. I said, you was going to give me a number that day. She said, I'll give it to you tonight. And ever since then, it was like,
the rest is history.
Oh,
that was a good story. But that just proves that what is meant to be will be. It don't matter what happened in those time gaps, y'all still ended up together.
Yeah. Oh, I'm all fuzzy inside.
Okay, so I have to ask this. You are obviously a New Yorker. Mm-hmm. You're born and raised in New York, right? Now, welcome to Atlanta.
Right.
So,
welcome to that.
We always talk about how the dating situation here in Atlanta is way different. Mm-hmm. I have not lived anywhere else in my adult life. All I know is Atlanta as far as the dating scene. So what would you say are the differences between relationships here, the courting process, how men behave? What are some differences between here and New York?
You know what? It's... Okay.
Uh-oh.
When it comes to the female aspect, I'm going to start there with the female aspect because I was at, I was at the V103 Car and Bike Show. I was charging my phone in the charge your phone area, and there was a group of females there, and one was like, kept tapping me, and she saw my ring. She goes, "Get married." I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Watch these girls down here, cause they will." Oh no, she said, "Watch these Georgia peaches, cause they will make you leave your wife." I'm telling you. But it was nice to know you.
Oh.
So, but then I'm like, I brush it off, and we start conversing, and she goes, well, they all begin to join the conversation as well, and one young lady goes, I take anything I get because it's so scarce. I don't care if he's in a relationship, whatever. I go for whatever I need because she literally said, because I don't want to be alone. And I'm like,
the fact that you said that out of your mouth,
but that wasn't the first young lady. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's not the first time you've heard that.
Not the first time, and it's one of those things where they say it's either they're married, they're taking, or they're on the other side.
Gay.
Side.
You can say gay.
I don't know what your restrictions are here, so I'm
this
trying
is
to
the
be
internet. You can say whatever you want to
correct.
say. This is the YouTube. It'll be on the internet. But that is so funny because I saw a post the other day and it said women are so quick to judge a man who lives with their mom, but they don't mind coming over to with a man who lives with his wife.
Right.
And I was just like, oh, that stopped me dead in my tracks because we will clown a man for living with his mom, but we will definitely seriously consider, I won't, but some women obviously will seriously consider dating a man who lives with his wife. Get your priorities together, please. That is not the same wife life.
I can't think. Like, that's crazy. I don't know.
I'm not about that life. And we talked about that here. That was, I think, our very first week. We talked about side chicks and how women are just, will take anything just so that they don't have to be home alone. And get your standards up, Get yourself together. You are obviously approached by these side chicks. Obviously. Does social media make it harder on you?
In which way?
With the comments and the...
Oh, man, listen. They don't care.
They're
really
reckless. They have nothing to lose. You don't want whatever.
The guys don't care.
I know that.
But see, that's the thing. Neither party cares because both parties are interacting, and it's just a mashed pot of just secular everything, But it doesn't make it harder because it doesn't matter what they say or do. I'm in control of what my actions are. You understand what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter what you say because you can't control what people are going to say. You understand what I'm saying? It's matter of fact, what was it? I think I saw one of the quotes with B and J was tapping and it says, "Don't worry about who likes me. I'm in love or I love or whatever because I'm in love with you."
Right.
Because entertainment, whatever you do, people, B and J, like how many people want Beyonce? Jay ain't worried about that.
Right.
I don't know about Jay, but
they want Jay because people always want what somebody else has. It don't matter what this man look like. People want what's taken.
So about marriage, because I always love to talk about marriage. So do you guys still go on dates, or do you still court after marriage? Is that still possible?
Yes. You know what? It's so rare though.
Okay.
Because the marriage is rare to where it's held down here where it used to be upheld here, but I'm going to say we're that couple that people are like, oh, get a room, like,
get it together.
We don't like being around you. You make me look at my life different. I need to get together. But you have to have date night.
Right.
You have to. The problem with a lot of marriages is that you forget or you stop being who you are, and you get lost in the marriage.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? I used to do this when I was younger in relationships because I thought it was cool to where I would tell females, you can't go out, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, and they would follow suit. Listen to what I'm saying.
That's why we didn't get along at the show. That's why we was going there.
And I can't see it. Oh, I can look over there. But she was giving me a lot of side faces. To where you start taking away all their friends, you start taking everything from them, and then wonder why they always up under you.
Yeah, in your face.
You understand what I'm saying?
Well, isn't that an insecurity thing, or were you insecure or just
No.
controlling?
It was just fun.
It was just fun to make them.
You just wanted them to be up under you, or what? You just
no, he didn't. He didn't want them to be up under nobody else.
That was just what happened as a result. And we live and learn. That's something I learned.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? It's something that I had to go through. I'm not the man I am today because I was right. I was always right.
You learn from
your mistakes. What I mean?
Absolutely.
But unconsciously or subconsciously, they done got me in here with Rizlin. Listen, they set me up, fellas. Start and call me. They gonna have me saying the wrong thing.
I'm not saying that.
Edit me right over there. So
I got you.
But what I was saying is you have to continue being friends.
Okay.
You have to continue the courting. You have to continue everything you were doing before the relationship.
So we always talk about dating in, sex.
Mm-hmm.
Did you wait and court before you had sex, or were you just like,
Lord.
we in love and we just gonna be like little fish?
Lord,
and we
forgive
just
me.
gonna-
No, we
They went right at it. So, V always
Don't be
wants to talk about
judging.
sex.
Don't be
Well,
judging.
This is
No,
judge
I'm
free
talking to
zone.
them.
Let's talk about
This is
They
judge
already
free
pressing
zone
buttons.
out here.
Korea's a wife.
But we did get some questions because a couple people wanted to know. Like I said, it's very rare that we have happy husbands. So a couple people gave us some questions, and one of them was the traditional
These are
spousal
questions.
roles. These
Yeah.
are not. I asked
Just
on
like
mine.
I always want to talk about
I asked
sex.
on
These
mine.
are her
What?
questions.
How do you feel about traditional spousal roles? Are you and your wife traditional?
No.
Does she handle this? Do you handle that? How do
We
y'all
are
make it
far
work?
from traditional, but at the same time, traditional. I'm the cook.
Shout out to the men that cook.
I love cooking. I actually prefer her not to come in the kitchen. She will mess up a hot dog.
There's still hope, ladies, if you can't cook a hot dog.
But I'm great with finances, but she's 10 times better. She takes care of all that. I'm at peace when I clean.
Hallelujah.
When I wash my clothes, I'm at peace for that.
That's because you're a Scorpio.
She's a Scorpio too.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Which is doesn't matter. We're just two Scorpios that work. But the traditional roles is a mindset that a lot of people need to get out of, because it's actually ruining a lot of marriages, because you keep expecting certain things. You have to be this way because society says you have to do this, you have to do that. Well, they said, no, do what works for you. What works for your situation, do that. You understand what I'm saying? There's no rules to marriage. Right. And that's the thing. Marriage and relationships, those are just titles. We get lost in those titles. Tags and titles, get rid of those. You understand what I'm saying? If you start looking at the name of what it is, it's like marriage, instruction book. Let's follow these. Get rid of that. Do what comes natural.
And create your own.
There you go.
Create what works.
Create your own.
Okay, so we got to play our conversation game. This is the Single Wives Club conversation game. He has to pick a card, answer a question, and it has to be an honest answer here on Real Single Wives TV. Go ahead, pick a card, any card. Pick a card, any card. It's nothing too crazy, but this is the internet, so it might be.
Oh, Lord. Any day now. You can't hide it and make up a question.
That ain't for see. Look, the first one. He's talking about
talking about something that doesn't apply to you.
How long should you date before getting married?
And you have 60 seconds to answer.
How long should you date before getting married? That is such a. There's no rhyme or reason for this one.
How long did you wait?
Before I got married?
Yeah.
2 years. 2 years. Yeah.
Your girl ain't got 2 years now.
I
am knocking on 30. I'm sorry. Okay, but don't get any ideas out there. I'm not waiting 2 years. Okay,
listen,
but
not bad, though.
But you said that there's no rhyme or reason. Repeat that part though.
The reason why I say that is because
for who? For you?
No, the reason why I said
with 2 years.
All right, listen. I think 2 months in, I didn't ask her to marry me, but we were sitting in the car. I had a conversation. I said, if I was to ask you to marry me, what would you say?
Hey. Okay, so y'all had talked about it. You had it on the table. It wasn't like we're just dating, hanging out for 2 years. She's wondering what was going on.
Oh, no. We knew where it was going. It wasn't we trying to figure this out.
Know where it's going. Shout out. Okay, so one last thing. It's time for the hot box.
I don't got one.
So this is the hot box game where you have to answer one word answers. He's getting to the bottom. But you have one word. You can only answer in one word. So V and I are gonna say a word. You say the first thing that comes to mind.
Now you see me at the last show. I can't do one word.
Here we go. V, go ahead.
Oh, kids.
Love mine. Oh, that's two
words.
Sorry.
Wife.
Beautiful.
Monogamy.
Hard.
Surfboard.
Love it. Love.
Money.
Freedom.
Instagram. The devil. Okay.
Devil.
Sex.
Nurture.
Nurture.
Romance.
Passionate.
Fitness.
Me.
Reality TV.
How you doing?
Your favorite.
These one words and reason ain't working.
And then you giving all these
sentences. Wait, where am I?
Reality TV.
Reality TV. Mimi.
Oh. All right, okay. You all, thank you so much. I'm so sad we're at the end of our 30 minutes. We are.
Listen. Okay, no, I'm just playing.
Tell our listeners, our watchers, our viewers, where they can connect with you, your social media, your website, all that good stuff.
Listen, check me out at djfadelf.com. Let's spell it DJFADELF.com. That's the Instagram. That's the Twitter. Facebook is I am DJ Fadelf. Check out productgb.com. Check that out too. What you
Anything
looking
else?
at me like
You
that
got a few
for?
more?
You just told me to tell them everything.
I'm R.E.A.L. That's
Kicking me out.
KOREYELLE on Instagram and Twitter.
I thought I told you that. We won't
Excuse me. And I'm V, and he's Unruly. And you can find me at VTAYB as in boy RON events. And we got Britt Brad back there. She's hey underscore girl hey. You know, with all of them. Just find it through us because she got too many underscores. How about that?
Okay.
Be sure to tune in to Real Single Wives Radio tomorrow, 6 to 7 p.m. We have a very special show, Turning Tragedies into Triumphs with Nikki Payne.
Yes.
Also featuring Coach of Love, John Hyatt. We love him.
Hi, John.
Rebecca Lynn, and also Abiola Abrams. You can log on to singlewivesclub.com to listen live at 6 p.m. tomorrow. We are the Single Wives, and we're signing out.
Peace. Oh, you gonna be here?